Well, hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video and another time in the car. Jim's in the car. You guessed it, heading to pick up another haul. This one is more minifigs, more Star Wars figs. The guy was asking $99 for the lot. It's a bunch of figs, random pieces, kind of like a smaller version of the 110 minifigure haul that I had. A smaller version of that, but potentially higher value figs. So we'll see, but I offered 65 because I thought 99 was a little high. I offered 65, he countered at 70, and I accepted. So I am on my way to pick them up right now, and we will take a look after I get them in my hands. All right, so I got home, and this is sort of the minifigures that are in here. There's also a boat hull and this tractor, which I think might go with this. This set also came with it. Nope, this is a different set. So I'm not really sure what that is. And then, not only that, I didn't realize there were base plates. Now, these base plates are pretty borked. This was, needless to say, a very heavily played with collection. However, those will be great for Mills plates. So, you know, it's just a plate. Once the brick is on it and once the plate is on it, it's going to be flat and that'll be fine. So I need some plates anyway, so that'll be good for that. Not only that, this entire, essentially, waste basket came with it. Now, I don't exactly know what I have in here. To be honest, and sort of what I was concerned about is there are Star Wars figs in here, but they look like they've been run through a vacuum cleaner, maybe like multiple times. There are scuffs. Like, some of these are totally unusable in terms of resale, which is a real bummer. However, there are a ton of droids in here, and the droids are in pretty good shape. So, I'm not a Star Wars head, so I don't know a ton about what I might have in here, but not all of them are like that. Like, some are in decent condition, but like this guy's head, I don't know. It's a bummer for sure. Yeah, like some of them are okay, some of them are not. Like this was, yeah, heavily played with, to say the least. So I'm gonna have to rip all these apart, clean them, because they're also really, really dirty. They did not look that dirty in the photos, but they are really, really dirty. So I'm gonna have to just kind of pull all these apart, you know, get them cleaned so I can really see what's going on, because some of it is goop and some of it is like scratches, and I need to know which is which. So I'm not, you know, but that's part of the risk when you buy hauls. That's part of the risk. Again, I paid $70 for this boat haul, this thing, that city set, and this giant bin of Lego, which is really heavy. Like, there's a lot of parts in here. There's definitely some non-Lego, but there's some good parts in here. So but again, it's gonna be a lot of work to clean all this. Like, this is non-Lego. You know, it's gonna be a lot of work to clean all this up and get it to a point where, you know, it's usable either for my own collection or reselling, what have you. So I'm so on this purchase. I think I sort of saw it, got excited, made an offer, and then, I don't know. you know, you ride a little bit of a high doing that. So I don't know exactly what I have in here, but it's possible I have some gems. It would be nice to get close to making the money back, but possibly in the very least, you know, putting some of the figs that are, you know, reasonable or decent condition, putting them in the store, you know, might drive more traffic. I'm trying to look at this as a positive, but like initial thoughts were, dang, maybe I shouldn't have got this. So I'm just telling you my real kind of unfiltered thoughts here. This is all in here. I could always resell this or part it out. I'm not sure, but that's what we have in this haul. So we'll I'll spread out a few of these and just kind of see what we're dealing with here, and I'll get back to you. Yeah, here's the figs. I feel a little dejected right now because like it's not just having a little buyer's remorse. You can see, like, look at that. Like, not only are a lot of these parts just destroyed, but they are also absolutely filthy. So it's just sad to see so many potentially good figures. They were well loved. I'm trying to spin this to be as positive as I can be right now. But again, there is this bin here of stuff, so hopefully there's some, you know, maybe some good value in there for resale or... But this is going to take some serious, like, I'm going to get these into the bath, like, right now. Here's a bunch of heads. The helmets generally are okay. There's some scuff marks, but it kind of looks like it might be pen. So I might be able to get that off, but this helmet is absolutely ruined. I don't know if this is a valuable helmet. Avert your eyes if you don't like to see destroyed Lego, but look at that. Yeah. I don't think that's going in the Bricklink store, that's for sure. So anyway, yeah, just we'll see. Again, these are okay. I don't really know the value of droids, to be perfectly honest. But so maybe you're seeing some stuff here and you're like, oh, that's actually not bad. I don't know yet. And then there's a bunch of, you know, extra parts in there and things, but this is sort of the minifigures and what we've got here. I'll pull this guy out for myself. I don't really mind, especially for my own stuff, if they're scuffed up. Just kind of makes it look like they were in battle or something. So that is okay. This one is also super scratched up, but I'm going to be keeping that one. So I don't really throw away, unless it's like really, really bad. I don't really throw away castle torsos. There's a use for them somewhere. But again, for stuff that I'm going to be selling, I'm going to probably say most of this isn't going to be sellable. Except maybe the droids. And maybe a couple helmets. But most of the heads are just pretty chewed up. So we'll see. I'll have to go through and do some surgery on some of this to see if it's salvageable. But there you go. $70 on this haul, and what do you think? I would love to hear anything positive about it. I'm totally like in the moment right now and just feeling like, dang it, why I should have just not been on Facebook Marketplace. Like, just don't. Because yeah, like I might get some stuff out of here, but time it's fine. This is part of the journey. This is part of, you know, the risk when you kind of buy somewhat, you know, blind lots. And I got to be honest, I just didn't see this. He said it was dirty. He said there were some scuffs and stuff on them. But yeah, I don't feel like I was cheated necessarily. But I don't think the guy was intentionally, you know, cheating me at all. I don't feel that way at all. But I do feel like I just shouldn't have bought it. So here we are. Okay. So I ditched the essentially garbage bin that it was in, I pulled out any of the large pieces. There's still plenty of non-Lego stuff in here, but I moved it into one of our own bins, and I have to say, it's not, I don't know, seeing it in this bin, there's a ton of Lego in here, and there were some pretty decent parts. There's some good value here. It's really, really dirty. Actually disgusting. Like, I needed to get rid of that garbage can. It was just, no. So I got rid of that. I have the minifigures and all the parts soaking in really hot soapy water. And also I sprayed disinfectant in here as well. So they're all getting all soapy, and I'm going to run a toothbrush over the parts that need some stuff so we can really get down to, you know, what parts are actually scratched and damaged and what parts were just really, really dirty. But yeah, so this will need to get washed at some point, but I need to figure out when that's going to be, because I still have the Rochester haul to go through, which is sitting right there, and yeah, there's a ton in here though. So I feel better about it now that I kind of got rid of a bunch of stuff, and now that these are soaking, and I've come down a little bit from, you know, the initial disappointment. But quite honestly, like, if I was to buy this, I mean, this is probably 15 or 20 pounds of Lego. So even if there's absolutely nothing in the minifigures, this is still a pretty solid deal when it comes down to it. It's just really gross, and is going to take a little bit of love to get this stuff back to its shining glory. And of course, there's probably going to be some cracked and broken pieces in here, but I feel much better. Unfortunately, I did get rid of there were 3 base plates, and I said I was going to reuse those, but unfortunately, the 2 of them were, I just kind of pulled them out of the bag and saw that they were a little warped, but then upon closer inspection, they were pretty rough, pretty beat up, and kind of disgusting. This one was actually in pretty decent shape, but the others were pretty warped and cracked on the edges, and one was kind of cracking as I was like bending it, so I just was like, I'm not going to deal with it. We'll dump it. We'll toss all the stuff that isn't working, because, you know, there's, yeah, it's fine. It's not worth it. I want to see what's here, what's reasonable to work with. Otherwise, just dirty and kind of gross. But some big chunky plates, like, I can get that marker off. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. These big rock pieces, again, just dirty. Some minor scratches, but nothing too bad. But I can't remember what set those comes from. But yeah, I think there's some really good value actually in here. Now that I look at it, definitely some Star Wars stuff. So again, it's gonna take some digging, but we'll get down to it, and I do feel better about it now. So, all right, everybody, that is gonna do it for this video. Again, I feel a little bit better. I was at the beginning of the video, I was definitely like, dang, you know, just kind of beating myself up a little bit about doing it, but I also recognize that it's part of it. So, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see what we have. That's part of the fun. That's part of the joy. And I just I don't want that to escape me just because maybe this wasn't the haul I thought it was going to be. Expectations meet reality, right? So anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But remember, keep on building. Jim